Good evening and welcome to the Larry King Show. My guest this evening is Sarah Pallin, who joins me this evening all the way from the state of Alaska in the north of Norths. You know there where Santa Claus lives with his army of koala bears. Hello Sarah, thank you for joining me this evening.
Thank you Mr. King for having me on. We don't have any koala bears in Alaska, but we have polar bears and reindeer.
I must say you look totally ravishing this evening.
How, Larry, what a nice compliment. Are you flirting with me, Larry?
Not at all, Sarah. I am sure that such a fine lady as yourself is well spoken for. Only in my dreams could I wish for a hot lady as you. Unfortunately, I just have my wife's sister to get it off with. But even she plays hard to get. So it often ends up with me having to take care of myself, if you know what I mean.
You poor thing, Larry. I tried to get raunchy with Senator McCain, but he was having no part of it. He was only interested in Obama. So as you see, we are both in the same boat. Both of us feeling lonely and horny as hell.
Well Sarah, maybe we can see what we can find out after the show is over. I may be old and over the hill, but I can still get it on, thanks to my friends at Viagra. So be ready for some hot funky action.
Well Larry, I am already getting hot under the collar with the prospect of your hot love making. Maybe we should just drop this interview part and go backstage and get it on.
Hold your horses, Sarah. We have to do the interview first. As they say, all good things to those who wait.
Do we really have to do the interview, Larry?
As you know, I am the king of the Larry King Show and I decide what goes on the Larry King Show. This is not a tea party, my dear. We do things in their proper order on this show.
You are very cheeky, Larry, and I ought to slap you in the face.
Now why would such a fine lady as yourself want to do such a thing?
I thought that you enjoyed a bit of pain, Larry. I mean, why on earth would you always be wearing those painful-looking suspenders?
Are you taking the mickey out of me? You having a laugh? The suspenders are used to hold up my pants. As I have such a skinny ass, my pants do not stay up on their own but need support. Plus I think it looks rather cool to be wearing them, if I do say so myself. Would you like to try them on?
Larry, we are in the United States of America and that's politically incorrect for you to be suggesting that. What would my voters and even my husband think of me if I did? I am not a cheap slut from the streets.
What a shame. I like my women to be on the slutty side. That really turns me on as I find it very kinky. I am tired of boring missionary sex. I like to get down and dirty.
Larry, stop this nonsense. Have you been smoking crack? You don't seem to be yourself today. Maybe a trip to the fresh air and wilderness of Alaska will do you a world of good. I could show you around, and we could even do a spot of fishing, go hunting and cap it all off with a round of golf.
Well, thank you Sarah for the offer, but I think that I would rather hang out with my buddy Snoop Doggy Dogg here in Los Angeles.
What's this dog that you speak of?
Don't you know of the musical rapper Snoop Doggy Dogg? I feel so young when I hang out with him. We pass the chronic and we all feel irie. We then cruise in his G looking for hoochie mamas.
So where do I get to meet this musical rapping dog?
No Sarah, he is human and not a dog.
I'm sorry Larry, but I don't understand you. How can a dog be human? Back home in Alaska we don't bother with dogs, we use them to pull sledges. The real dogs are wolves. They take no prisoners, and do not do rap music.
Thanks for that Sarah. I think you need to lighten up a bit and chill. You know, loosen your color and relax. As you know, this is a talk show and just an excuse to blow off hot air. But please no farting in the studio.
Larry, what on earth is wrong with you? Have you ever heard of a fine lady like myself farting in public? When we fine ladies do fart, we let off those silent ones. Silent but deadly. You know, the stinkers. The loud ones we leave to you men. Then again, knowing you Larry and your kinky ways, it would probably turn you on if I let off a loud fart.
Yes, I must admit, it would be very interesting if you did fart for me. I don't know what my producer Mr. Christian Wedge would say. So I had better run it by him first.
Who is Christian Wedge?
He is the brains behind this show, my dear.
I look forward to meeting him.
Will you be running president next time round?
Well, at the moment I am too busy making dosh with my speeches, book shows and other events that be bring in the dough. But once I have learned a bit of geography and politics, I may run for high office.
Well Sarah, it has been a pleasure having you on my show. Thank you for dropping by and I wish success in the future.
Thank you Larry for having me. Now let us go backstage and finish off this interview. I hope you brought your little blue pills that you got from your friends at Viagra. I am hot and ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I have important business to take care of backstage with Sarah. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.